Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Gina and I make videos about houseplants and houseplant related content, and I make new videos every week, and thanks for joining me here today. So in today's video we're going to be taking a look at some more new Hoyas that I've added to my collection, and these Hoyas are going to be all the small leaf Hoyas that are new. So if you don't know, I've been adding quite a few new Hoyas to my collection because I have a shop and it's called thepinktrellis.com. It's an online shop and I sell lots of, well, I shouldn't say lots, but I sell propagations in my shop, mostly Hoyas. And I've been wanting to get more Hoyas in my collection so I have a bigger selection for all of you. Plus, I just love Hoyas, so this is like a great excuse to be able to add more Hoyas to my collection. And boy, have I added a lot. So I have quite a few small leaf Hoyas to show you guys today. There's a lot. There is a lot. So we'll go through those. I'll include names of everything on the screen so you guys know so you know what the names are and also the prices I paid for them. And all of these are plants I found on Etsy. So when I myself am shopping for new Hoyas, my go-to place is Etsy. It's just my favorite place. So yeah, so we'll go through those. And then also I have a shop update for you guys, thepinktrellis.com shop update. I've added new Hoyas to my shop again this week. And I'm not going to do the community announcement every week because I just don't want to like annoy those of you who are subscribed to my channel that don't really care about purchasing plants. I don't want to annoy you guys. So just for those of you who are interested in purchasing plants from my shop, know that every Friday, well not every Friday, but if I'm going to do a shop update, it's going to be on a Friday and it'll be Friday afternoon. And I don't have like a specific time, maybe like 4 o'clock my time or like 6 or 7 o'clock Eastern time possibly. So yeah, so if you're interested in plants, be sure to check my shop on Fridays. So I don't know if you heard meowing at the door. This is Nicky. He wanted to come into the room. He does not like a closed door, so he is here joining us right now, and hopefully he won't be quite so noisy. So yeah, shop updates are on Fridays. Plan like around 6 o'clock Eastern time. That's my goal, 6 o'clock Eastern time. That's 4 o'clock my time, Mountain time. So, and there will be some of the same plants that we saw last week in the shop and some new things. So, and I'm going to show you, once again in this video, I'm going to show you some of the new plants in my shop. All right, so I think we should probably get into these new small leaf Hoyas because there are plenty of them. So this first one I'm going to share with you is one of my very favorites. And so you should know something about me. I prefer to buy my plants small and watch them grow. So purchasing something like this, so this is the Hoya kumingiana variegata, gorgeous. So this was an unrooted cutting that I picked up on Etsy, and I like watching them grow. I mean, I really do not like purchasing big plants, like already full large plants, because I just enjoy I get such a feeling of like accomplishment or pride in growing something like this into a big plant. So yeah. So most of the small leaf Hoya plants you're going to be seeing here today, in fact, all of them actually, every single one of them is a small, not only small leaf, but small in size. Just cuttings or, yeah, starter plants, because they're my favorite. So yeah, so this is the Hoya kumingiana variegata. And I love it. And it's rooting in moss. And I think all of my cuttings I just put right into moss. And you can see some root growth here. And then I'll probably transfer this one into my homemade, my DIY pond, I think. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do that, or, you know, some of them I might put in the soil, but I don't know. I have time to decide. I'll probably put these in soil. I don't know though, because kumingiana can be a little bit fussy. I've had them root rot on me before. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, so that's the first one. Okay, so this next one, this is another unrooted cutting, rooting in moss. There's some nice root growth there. So this is the Hoya hushkiliana albo-marginata. And I have the plain hushkiliana with no variegation. I have the classic hushkiliana variegata, which has the inside variegation, and this is the outside. This is the albo-marginata, because you see the lighter variegation is on the outside. So I'm excited to add, you know, another variety, another hushkiliana to my collection. I have 3 different types now. I'm not sure if there's even more different variations of the hushkiliana, but that's that one. Very cute. We'll do this one. So this one, this is the Hoya Lacunosa Silver Lime. And this one is, I think, different from any of my other Lacunosas I've picked up, just like the leaf shape. I don't know if it's going to stay that way. Looks like the more mature leaves they're kind of long, kind of a longish, pointy shape. And this one has a nice splash on it. Also rooting in moss. And I don't see quite as much root growth yet on this one, but this one has gotten quite a few new leaves for me since I received it. It was just 2 cuttings, or 2 leaves. This was a 2-leaf unrooted cutting. These are the original leaves. So it's doing well. Not super fast growing. None of these are don't seem to be super fast growing, but I think eventually they'll take off. Yeah, so that's a Hoya Lacunosa Silver Lime. And this next one, this is another Lacunosa. This is the Hoya Lacunosa Asami. Just a real pretty, another sort of albo-marginata type of Hoya, or type of variegation. And cute. This one has lots of root growth. Adorable. All right, next up we have, this is the Hoya Lacunosa Amarillo, or Amarillo. I love Lacunosas. They're one of my favorites, or like Croniana. I think like Cronianas and Lacunosas are really similar. Just their leaf shapes. And I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of them. So it was fun for me to collect. I don't know if, I doubt I have all the different types, but I have quite a few of the different types. So yeah. And this one has some nice root growth, even starting to pop out at the bottom. So I probably need to start thinking about putting these into their permanent soil or medium, whatever I decide to do. So Hoya Lacunosa Amarillo. And this next one is another Lacunosa. This is the Lacunosa Silver Mint Coin. I really like this one a lot. I think it's so pretty. And this one has grown a ton for me, as you can see, which is surprising because it's, a lighter color. Usually these lighter color plants, usually they take longer to grow, but not this one. This one is it's on the fast track. So that's Lacunosa Silver Mint coin. Okay, next up we'll do this one. So this one is different. Look how tiny these leaves are. So this is the Hoya tingchongjensis. Super tiny. I think it's even smaller leaves than a Hoya serpens. It looks very similar to a Hoya serpens, I think. But it's not. It's different. This one was also unrooted, an unrooted cutting, and it's rooting in moss. And seems to be a fairly decent grower. It might have just been two, I think maybe it was just 2 leaves when I got it. Maybe 4. Maybe these are original also. But yeah, just cute and dainty and tiny. Hoya tingchongjensis. So this next one, this is the Hoya GPS 7240. And this one has some cute little splashing on it. And I'm not sure, no, this one, it might be a little bit fuzzy. The leaves are a little bit fuzzy. Very, very little fuzz. I have another one here that has quite a bit of fuzz, but it's cute. Hoya GPS 7240. I'll show you the next one is the one that has a lot of fuzz. So this is the Hoya Thomsonii Splash. And I don't know if the fuzz, yeah, it kind of shows up a little bit on there. Just really, really cute and fuzzy. And even the stem itself is fuzzy. It's kind of cool. So that's Hoya Thomsonii Splash. And let's see, this is, did I do this? Oh, well, apparently I have 2. Oh yeah, some of these sellers, they sent me duplicates, like an extra, like, you know how some Etsy sellers will give you freebies? So this is another Lacunosa Asami, which we've looked at this already. This is the other one they sent me. Here's the one we already looked at. This one. They're cute. I'll just pot those up together when the time comes. And let's see. All right, next so this next one we're looking at, this is the Hoya Bella Louis Bois. Am I saying that correctly? I'm not sure. Very cute. I know I've had people in the past say they were surprised that I don't have a Hoya Bella in my collection, which I don't. But now I do. So that's the Hoya Bella Louis Bois. And then also, speaking of Hoya Bellas, it's the Hoya Bella, just the variegated. So I now have 2 Hoya Bellas in my collection. And they aren't super fast growing, but they are adorable. Love them. Okay, so those are all the plants that are rooting in moss right now. And these next ones I'm going to show you are plants that they're still starter plants, but they came to me in a actual substrate. And I think all of these are in pon or something like that. So, all right, so this first one is very pretty. And this is the Hoya walleniana variegata, which reminds me so much of the Hoya hushkiliana, only this one it's a little bit larger of a leaf. And this one is rooted in pawn. It's very pretty. It gets some really nice sun stressing. Really pretty. So I'm really excited to have this one. And this next one, now I don't know, do you consider this a small leaf? I don't know. To me, it seems, right now anyway, it seems small leaf. And this is the Hoya polynura. Is it elbow? Elbow polynura? Or variegated polynura? I'm not sure. It came to me with these 2 leaves. So pretty. And ta-da! 4 new leaves. I just love this plant. Oh my goodness. So cute. And this one is in pawn. Doing really, really well. Love it. And I think, you guys, we just have one left. And you actually saw this one. I showed this one to you in the last video, my splashy Hoyas, but I'm including it here too because it's a small leaf. And this is Hoya ETS 10. And this one's rooted in fluval stratum. So cute. So those are all of my new small leaf Hoyas. I'm really excited to have them in my collection, and I'm excited to watch them grow and then be able to propagate them for you guys, and then you'll be able to purchase them in my shop. And yeah, it's exciting. Okay. Oh, you know what? Since we were just looking at a polynura, and when I did my new silver Hoyas in my collection, I showed you this one. And I was concerned about it because it was like, it just wasn't putting out any new growth. But let me show you what's happening here. This is my Hoya polynura silver. I think that's what it's called. Look, it has 2 new leaves. So I had nothing to worry about. I'm just excited about that. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. All right, so that is all my new small leaf Hoyas. We have a little Nora here joining us. Oh, I know. That's Nora. She wanted to come in. She was pounding at the door, so we let her in. All right, so now let's look at some of the new plants in my shop this week. So some will be brand new that you've never seen in my shop before, and some will be the same as like what we saw last week. So we'll start out with one that has never been in my shop before, and this is a Dischidia philippinensis. Isn't that neat? So the thing I loved about this one, the reason I brought this plant, the mother plant, into my collection was because when I saw the listing on Etsy, they showed that this can sunstress a gorgeous, like a red crimson color, like maybe even kind of orangish red. And you can actually see. Now my original plant, my mother plant, has never gotten that sunstress, but this little guy is starting, I don't know if you can pick it up or not, but it's getting a little bit orangey. It's getting sunstressed in my grow tent. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to add this to my shop. And it has beautiful root growth and just love it. So there's that one. And then this one, so this is the Syngonium milk confetti. And the funny thing is, Nora, who you just saw just a second ago, she propagated this for you guys. The cats knocked the plant over, and it propagated itself. I came home and I saw it laying on the ground, and look at that, roots coming out of the bottom. So it is doing really well. It is ready to go home with someone, and it is gorgeous. That's Syngonium milk confetti. All right, so the next one, we'll do a Hoya. This is a Hoya kumingiana, which I love. This is one of my, I love the growth pattern on these. So you can trellis them. I have both. I have both types. So you can trellis them, make them look nice and neat, or you can just let them like do what they want, like grow crazy. Let me show you. I've showed you guys this before, but I'll show it to you one more time here. Actually, it's probably not one more time. I'm sure you'll see it again in the future. But this is when you let it grow just out of control, like just do whatever it wants. This is what happens. So it is getting a little ridiculous. It is. I admit it. But I still like it. I still like it kind of wild and crazy like that. So that's in my shop in this week's update. This Hoya kumingiana. And then we'll do actually we're going to save this one for last. This next one, this is another Rhipsalis. I had a Rhipsalis in my last update, the Campos Portuana. This is the Rhipsalis ewaldiana. And I do think I have another Campos Portuana I can put in my shop, but then this is different. This is new. And the mother plant on this one, I'll include some video or a photo of it here. It gets pretty crazy, pretty wild. I just love Rhipsalis. I have quite a few Rhipsalis, and I love the growth pattern. Just the wild and crazy, wacky growth pattern on these. So that's Rhipsalis ewaldiana in my shop. And then finally, so like I said, these aren't all that are in my shop. There'll be other things, but these are just all the ones I'm showing you here today, right now. Another Hoya qinghangensis. A favorite. So, and actually, there's one more. I almost forgot. Such a pretty one. This is Philodendron micans. And I love my micans that I grow. See how they have just kind of like a pinky, orangey, I guess it's sun stressing. It's a sun stressing. I don't know. I think I lucked out with my mother plant micans. She's gorgeous. And her little propagations are just as pretty. So you can find that in my shop this week as well. So I think that's going to be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. This is all I could fit in my hands. I really hope you enjoyed seeing all my new small leaf Hoyas in my collection. My new small leaf Hoyas that will eventually be available in my shop when I make propagations from these guys. When they grow big, when they grow into big mother plants, and then I can share them with all of you guys. Yeah, can't wait to be able to do that for you guys. So I really hope you enjoy watching this video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.